Tennessee is known as a low-tax state. That said, the Beacon Center of Tennessee says that property taxes are up on an average more than 75% over the last 6 years, the largest increase in the country.
Now the group wants Tennessee to join 46 other states with some form of property tax cap. In growing Nashville tonight, Fox 17 News' Madeline Nolan is looking into what this could mean for taxpayers and very fast-growing communities.
You know, and Mount Juliet is a great example of this. Its city property tax was just 11 cents 2 years ago. That is for every $100 that has been assessed. Today, it is 28 cents. That is a 155% increase in the rate. So the question is, should there be a limit on how quickly that can happen?
Mistakes have been made, and unfortunately, taxpayers wind up having to pay the price.
That's former Mount Juliet City Commissioner Ray Justice, who now works in commercial real estate, reacting to what's happened in the city. His concern comes as the Beacon Center points to a much bigger trend. The think tank says Tennessee property taxes have increased more than 75% in 6 years, the largest increase in the country. And while 46 states have some form of property tax limitation, Beacon says Tennessee is one of just 4 that does not. The group wants that to change.
I do believe there needs to be a cap in place. Where it is, I don't know.
Mount Juliet shows why that conversation is happening. The city's rate sat at 11 cents for years. Last year, it jumped to 29. After this year's reappraisal, commissioners set it at 28. For Mount Juliet resident Stephen Heckendorf, who spoke during the commissioners' meeting, that's money out of his pocket.
Personally, I'll be paying $240 more this fiscal year. It may not seem like a big dollar difference for some, but for families who are forced to live within their means and unable to raise their own income at their own choosing, this is a big deal for them.
But city leaders say there's another side to those numbers. More people means more demand for city services.
As our city grows, so does the demand of services.
Roads, police, fire, EMS, and Justice, a retired law enforcement officer himself, says that's where a cap gets complicated.
There's a really fine line, and you've got to balance it.
Because while growth brings more people and more tax revenue, Justice says it always brings more expense.
Growth never pays for itself. There's never enough money that comes back to offset the cost of that growth.
Now, Beacon says one option would still allow local government to go above that cap, but also require voter approval through referendum to do it. Live in studio, I'm Madeline Nolan, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.